Yo, what is up, Power Up fam? It's your boy Justin, and I know I'm a little bit late to the party and getting this video out, but life is crazy, but we are going to make it happen today. Right now, we're going to talk about the Dragon Ball Super Card Game digital client that came out literally this past weekend. I had a chance to play it. We're going to talk about it. The good, the bad, the ugly, and all in between, and the nerdy, all that stuff. We're going to talk about it. Let's go. Okay, so recently, just this past weekend, the Dragon Ball Super Card Game came out with its first official live online beta test for the Dragon Ball Super Card Game. Now, the physical card game has been out for literally like a hot minute. It's been out for 5+ years, you know what I'm saying? And this game isn't slowing down, man. Bandai is ramping up the action, and it's been a long time coming for this Dragon Ball Super Card Game to get a digital client. So I know I'm not the only one that's speaking on this, but you know, at the end of the day, listen, like, we all have been excited. For those of us who've been playing this game physically for over 5 years, to have a digital version of this game literally means so much, man. So we're going to talk about this. I know there's been so much different things happening on the group chats and on that stuff on Facebook, and seen some stuff online on Instagram and on Twitter, but I just wanted to add my few cents into, man, the pot, and just allow you guys to maybe marinate on some things that I've come across and things that just what I think, you know what I'm saying? Just offer up my just thoughts from a content creator perspective, from a content creator perspective. Like, there's a lot of different things, man. I think I'm adding to this to add some value into hopefully some people's perspective and how maybe you're engaging this content, what you've seen, if you had a chance to play it, or if you didn't have a chance to play it, or maybe you're just looking into it for the first time. I'm hoping that this content will help you. That's what we want to do. But before I give you guys my thoughts, I want you guys to do me a big favor. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. It helps out the channel tremendously. And we're going to be doing a ton of content covering the digital card game just like this. We're going to go over stuff as the game comes out. We're going to do deck profiles, all that kind of stuff. We also do a lot of Twitch streaming with Dragon Ball content, specifically the Dragon Ball card game, doing webcam battles and stuff right now while we don't have the digital client. So make sure you follow over on Twitch as well for the live streaming. Get it in with us. Come learn how to play the game. Come play against me and other people within the Power Up community. It's just a fun time, you know what I'm saying? It's Dragon Ball, so let's have some fun with it. Now, to talk about the Dragon Ball Super Card Game, here's just some of my quick things off the cuff that I loved about this game, right? So first of all, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not expecting this beta. I came in with low expectations. I'm gonna be honest. I had low expectations just because most games that we play in today's day and age, any beta, whether it's been on Call of Duty or Gears of War or Halo or any of that stuff in the recent years past, these big blockbuster multi-billion-dollar companies and multi-million-dollar video games, literally anytime we do online stuff, it is laggy, it is bad, and it's just not a fun experience, and you're stress testing the crap out of servers, and it just turns out to be kind of a crap show, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't go into this expecting anything super smooth. I wasn't. And to be honest, I was super shocked because even the trailer, like what you see behind me, was kind of laggy. There was some latency in some of the like ways the cars were moving and stuff, and I was like, oh, like, this could be bad, man. This could be bad. But man, there was a little hiccup in the beginning when the servers went live. But other than that, man, the good things that I saw, man, was that it ran relatively smoothly with PvP happening for this first online beta of a very kind of complicated card game. If I'm honest, if we're really honest here, this is a very complicated card game to play and learn, and there's a lot of triggers and things, and they were able to, for the most part, keep up with most of it and do it literally pretty daggone smooth, if we're honest. And man, I was just blown away by that alone. That was number one. But then number two, I'm a huge fan of just great looking aesthetics. And I'm a very visual person, right? One reason why I love the card game of Dragon Ball Super Card Game is because, dude, the card art is amazing. It's literally some of the best card art I've ever seen in any card game. Literally. I think maybe Pokemon is like neck and neck. I don't think Magic outdoes it. I don't think Digimon. I don't think One Piece. Dragon Ball to me is literally the top tier level of art on a card, man. And just the shine, the foiling and all that stuff that we have now, like the gold stuff. I know some people are like, man, it's too bright, it's too flashy, but that's Dragon Ball. It's always been bright and big and flashy. Like that's it just screams Dragon Ball, man. You know what I'm saying? And anyways, I love how they made this game literally kind of reflect just what it feels like when you're playing Dragon Ball. At least for me, being able to play Dragon Ball in the digital space, having at least your leader have the ability to show up on the screen and do, like, if you look at Dragon Ball Super Dragon Ball Heroes card game over in Japan, right? You get these cards, you put them in, and the characters pop up on the screen and they kind of battle it out. Now, those character models are really bad. I know I've heard some people say that the character models in this game look like PlayStation 2 and da-da-da-da-da. It's like, bro, no. Please go back and look at PlayStation 2 Budokai and all that stuff. Like, it does not look anywhere near like what we're looking at here. When they do the awakenings and all that kind of stuff, like, it does not look like PlayStation 2. It does not. The movement, the texture, like, all of it, man, looks so much better than PlayStation 2 or even 3 graphics. You know what I'm saying? At bar minimum, it's PS4. You know what I mean? But man, the animations are really cool. I really do enjoy that. And I think the reason why the anime, like, I do agree to an extent about having the option to turn off the animations. I think having that ability to turn off the animations within the card game on the digital client is probably going to be helpful for some people. And I mean, maybe at some point, maybe I would even use that maybe if I got too distracted or just kind of over some of the animation, but I don't think I will. Like, I genuinely love the animations. I think it adds to the entertainment value. It makes watching a screen for the time of the game just that much more exciting. That's just me. You know, you can have a different opinion. That's perfectly cool. We're all allowed to have one, right? So ran smooth. The animations of the characters on the screen and the cards and stuff, they look solid. It was cool. Trying to think. The only other things that I did not or that I thought were really well done. I thought the user interface was solid. I liked the user interface at the beginning. I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty good for what it was for a beta. I do really like how we have our own little custom avatar that we can see in on the screen when you're playing and battling, right? Like, it kind of, he's like breathing and moving, and it wasn't a very bad character model even to start out with, in the all black, you know, hoodie and all that kind of stuff. Like, I thought that was actually a really cool touch. I was not expecting us to get a little custom avatar that we could create for our game. Obviously, you can't really create or do anything custom to him now, or your character, but I think over time they're going to be bringing out stuff that's going to allow us to probably customize and trick it out. Like, if you do like certain tasks and dailies or something like that, challenges, maybe you unlock like a Goku wig or like a Goku gi or Vegeta armor or something like that. You know what I mean? I think that'd be kind of cool. I think there's a lot of ideas to go with that, right? Now, on the not so good side, on the things I'm kind of like, I really don't think there was anything bad. If I'm honest with you, I don't think there was anything that I looked at and was like, this is bad. I really don't feel like it. So to be honest with you, I really don't have a bad thing to say to a beta of a game that's not even out yet, that they're still in development about. So it's not even the final look of the game. I don't think there was anything bad, but if I had to like say something that could need some work, I do think some of the gameplay where you have to right click on the card itself, the battle card or any card, just to see the text on the card, I think that's a little much. I think it should be able to just hover over it and it give you at least, like, maybe you hover over the card and it tells you like the activate mains and just the main chunk of text. But if you want to see the whole card, you could click and then pull it up, like sort of like Pokemon does, right? I think that would be cool. I do think that the deck building could be done a little bit better. I think that interface could look and feel a little bit better. And it wasn't bad, but I don't think it was the best that it could be. But again, it's a beta. I'm not expecting it to be perfect on its beta testing, right? The only other thing that I'm kind of like, I think could be a little bit bigger on the screen, specifically in the gameplay section, right, is the energy. I think if the energy down in the bottom left corner had the ability to be just bigger so we could see and represent like the colors, and maybe just, I don't know, there's got to be a way to maybe make the energy portion of when you're charging energy, your resources, to show the colors and maybe certain cards better. I mean, you can see them. They are tucked away. They are at the bottom, but they're very, very small. And it does have the outline of the color of the energy that's charged in your energy bank, but I don't know. I think that part could be a little bit better. Other than that, I honestly, I enjoyed this beta. I really genuinely did. I think the ability to show this game the way they're doing it. I know a lot of people don't like the animations, or there's a handful of people like, oh, the animations, turn them off, and they look trash. Or there's been a handful of people I've seen say that, right? But my response is, my wife does not play this. She's played this game with me a couple times, but all in all, like, she watched me play this game, and I like showed it to her. And one of the things, like, for her visually, she was like, I like watching it was cool because of all the like effects and seeing the characters, transform and do and the blasts and all that stuff. Like, that was captivating. That was really cool. I enjoyed watching that. And then she watches something like Duel Masters, and she's like, this is boring. This looks boring. It's not fun to watch. It's not entertaining enough. And I think when you're a content creator, specifically like for myself, and a game like Dragon Ball, it is supposed to be high energy. It's supposed to be fast paced. There's supposed to be a lot of attacking, and you want to feel that power, right? You want to feel that type of stuff happening on the screen. And I think that's what we are getting, right? We're getting that feel of like big attacks. Like if you combo up a certain amount with your leader, you could chuck out a big death ball or a Kamehameha or a big bang attack. Like that's dope, man. Like I mean, it's 2023, man. Like, we should be able to make card games with that type of visual aesthetics to it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's. I know other games don't need it. Pokemon doesn't, but it's different, man. Dragon Ball needs to hit different. And it needs to stand apart, and the characters themselves, man, like, have to feel. It has to. It's got to feel like Dragon Ball, man. And then what better way than to really bring the characters on the screen a little bit? Like, I don't know, I like it. So maybe you don't, that's okay. It's all right. Like, chill. It's okay. And maybe they will give us the option to turn it off if we want, you know what I mean? But that's just my 2 pennies. That's my thoughts on it. Let me know in the comments below, what did you think about the beta? If you got a chance to play it or a chance to watch it, maybe you've heard some other people review it, whatever. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I would love to be able to chop it up with you. And yeah, and we're gonna be playing more of this as it comes out. The full launch is still to be determined and be announced. We have no idea when that's gonna be, but I would assume it'll be probably around maybe summertime or late in the fall. I think that would be ideal. Maybe it'll be around Gen Con time, who knows, which is in August. So we'll see what happens, but I am personally excited about it. We have a digital client and it plays smooth. It looks good. Let's just be celebratory about that. Let's celebrate that and that alone, and let them develop it out and give it. Pokemon didn't get to where it's at digitally overnight. Neither did Magic, neither did Yu-Gi-Oh! But to have this type of start for Dragon Ball is a great thing. You know what I mean? So we should be celebrating 100% for that. So thank you guys for watching, man. Make sure you like this video. It does help the algorithms. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. More DBS card game, and mainly card game, but other Dragon Ball stuff is pretty much all we're going to be doing. I just literally announced recently that I am literally going from playing a lot of shooters and different stuff, but I've always had a lot of alerts and different custom things on my stream that are Dragon Ball related. And so I was like, man, I love the Dragon Ball card game so much, man. I enjoy playing it. I enjoy building up my locals and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going full blown into content creation for Dragon Ball. That's what we're going to do. So Dragon Ball content right here, DBS card game right here, digital card game right here. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tune in. Go hit the Twitch channel, hit the streams up. Come holler at me. I'd love to meet you and introduce you and welcome you to the Power Up fam myself. I love you guys, man. Power yourself up, power up those around you, and go out into the world and make a difference, man. That's what this whole thing is about. I love you guys, man. Peace.